On this episode of my swing evolution, I'm going to take my arms along for the ride to the next level with my belt. And you'll be amazed at how much distance I get. You're watching my swing evolution.
Good morning, Miracle Swingers. How you doing? So today's video is kind of funny because I'm going to talk a little bit about boxing. And one thing that I realized is when I'm throwing, whether I throw a right cross, my hip always goes first, and a hook, my upper arm is tied to my chest. You kind of throw it with your shoulder, okay? Now, when I was a kid growing up, my dad was a boxer, and that was the first thing that I learned. And what you don't want to do when you're a boxer is you don't want to be an arm puncher. That's this guy. There's no power. You have to build the power from the ground up. It comes through the hips, and then the last piece of the puzzle is really your shoulder. Okay, well, the arm technically, but the arm doesn't really add very much to it. So I went to the golf course and I tried this drill where I put a belt around my upper arm. You're not going to believe how far I could hit the golf ball. I was absolutely shocked. With my upper arm literally trapped against the side of my body, I realized that it is really all core and legs. Okay, so you're going to love this video. I'm going to show you how I did it. Now, real quick, I want you to be aware that we've got great holiday Christmas sales, lowest prices ever. Over the Top Miracle Swing is just $25. This changed my life, guys. I would come from the inside, and it's very hard to keep pressure on the shaft going into out. But if I'm covering the ball and coming from the outside in, then I can keep pressure on the shaft much later in the golf swing. And that's the reason why the over-the-top Miracle Swing is changing the way that I hit the golf balls, because I can keep pressure on the shaft later and I can compress the ball much better. And a subscription to a whole year of MSE TV. That's all my videos, Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus, the Over-the-Top Miracle Swing, and so much more. That's just $79. That's just $6.50 a month. So guys, one of the greatest things is people are giving away my 4-lesson online packages for Christmas presents. They're just $1.99 for 4 lessons. You send me videos of your swing, and I can tell you the drills you need to work on to refine your over-the-top Miracle Swing. It's a super great deal. And the next MSE Intensive is in January 21st and 22nd here in beautiful sunny Southern California. So let's get into today's video where I show you this belt drill and you'll learn how to belt the golf ball.
All right, so as you guys know, I've been thinking about my elbow placement. And so here I'm just keeping my arms relaxed. So I hit these little pitch shots out here. And then something struck me. I remembered a drill that I haven't done for quite a while that has to do with my trail arm. You know, I was thinking, I want to keep my upper arm connected to my torso. Then I remembered the belt drill. And I haven't done this in quite a while. But what you do is you slip your arm inside of your belt so that you can hinge your arm, but your elbow stays connected to your side. And surprisingly enough, you can hit golf balls this way. I was immediately surprised at how solid these little shots were. I didn't know how far they'd go. I think I started out hitting them about 70 yards, and gradually they started to get longer and longer. Now I really feel like I'm covering the ball OTT style. It's a big deal, you know, having your shoulder path correct. Kind of amazed at how far I can hit the ball with this on my arm. I'm hitting these wedges about 80, 90 yards with my 54 degree. Yeah, so I started hitting them further and further, and then the shock came. I started to turn faster, and the results were crazy. So there's a yard marker out there that's 100 yards, but it's from the middle of the grass. And so I actually started to get closer to it, and it's about 14 yards farther. So it's over 110 yards, about 114 yards out there. And I started to get really close to it. I normally only hit this 54 degree wedge 100 yards. That's my smooth wedge. Now I'm hitting this 54, not only my full distance, but I can hit it farther than I do with my normal swing. I mean, it's going just as far. It's really a shock that I can do that with my arm bound to my side. So for me to hit that wedge 110 yards, I normally can't do it. And I think the reason why is because I lose my angles early. But I've got forward shaft lean, and I'm really compressing this ball nicely, and I'm hitting it with my body. Absolutely shocking to me. So once I got loose, I worked my way through my bag, and I pulled the belt off for my hybrid. And that's not so bad. Probably about 180 yards. So you'll find that by turning your torso and having good leverage on the club that I teach with the over-the-top miracle swing, you can hit a golf ball pretty darn well with a belt wrapped around your arm. Okay guys, I hope you hit them long and hit them straight. Listen to what some of my students have to say about the over-the-top miracle swing.
Is it working for you?
Working. Yeah, absolutely.
We're doing it. It's just easy. It's just easy. I don't have a whole bunch of thoughts, just one. Just come inside, hit down. Off it goes.
Yep. These guys are getting better exponentially.
Oh.
In my mind, I'm picturing that one video Sam Snead you have on there where he's so clearly over the top. He's like,
Yeah.
this.
OTT, baby.
OTT!
You might have caught me on the Golf Channel swinging as Ben Hogan, or my YouTube channel, which has 27 million views. Well, I'd love to teach you the easy way to play great golf. So come on out, have a lesson. Send me an email, Christo@myswingevolution.com.